We'll jump right in, and we're short on time, so this will be 1 minute closing statement. Wait for a little bit more, but we will go ahead and go back on the line, starting with candidate.
So thank you for coming out, everyone. I really think these spaces are so important. I really appreciate the fact that the questions were unscripted and they were really just based on what everybody felt was important at this time. I think when you're choosing your next city commissioners, it's less important to elect somebody that has all the answers or that is an expert in every area or studied every piece of policy that has come before the board and all these different years. Background knowledge is very important, right? But what's also important is what is the sort of the place that the commissioners are coming from, what is important to them, and what is their commitment, and what are the things that they will stay true to. I will unapologetically fight for poor people and marginalized people in this community every time, without fail. That is the only promise I feel comfortable making from a political standpoint. So I hope if you vote November 5th, me as your commissioner, that you will hold me true to that promise.
Thanks everybody for giving us the opportunity to come speak to you today. I just lost my train of thought. Good timing. As your next commissioner, I vow to be a fighter for the people of Kalamazoo. Representation is important. The median age of the city is 26 years old. The median age of our commission is nowhere near that. So, I'm fighting because we need more people of color elected to office, and we also need young people to finally step up and begin taking control of our lives and our future. So I'm running to be a fighter for those groups, and always will be. And I really appreciate all your time and support. Building off what Emily kind of said and what I said earlier, this campaign and my campaign is not centered around the idea that I'm an expert and I'm going to be the savior to come fix every issue that we have. My campaign is built around the idea that we need to work together, we need to bring more voices to the table, and that's how we'll create a Kalamazoo we can all be proud of. Hope to earn your vote November 5th. Since I got a little bit of time, all my stuff, my lid is on the table out there with my website, Facebook, all that. Thanks.
Thank you all for coming out. I hope you've learned a little bit about each of us tonight. I hope you, if you have any questions, you meet up with us afterwards. It's been really interesting sitting on this side of the table this time. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope you all get out and vote on November.
I decided to run because I'm a servant of our community. I retired and understood that the timing was right for me to be able to serve. And to be honest with you, as I was discerning, I was sitting at church. And my pastor said, "What are you going to do for the city of Kalamazoo?" And I thought, I can do that. I'm a leader. I'm a coach. I'm a connector. I'm a collaborator. I'm a communicator. I want to serve Kalamazoo. I have it in my business. So when you ask what you are, that's what I am. That's who I am. And I love Kalamazoo deeply. And I think there's a lot of good things about it and a lot of things that we need to do to make sure that everyone knows it. So I appreciate your vote on November 5th as well. Thank you.
First of all, just want everybody to know, my Facebook page is where you can find my full platform. It's pretty thick. So I want to close out by saying something. This is really important. And I want to speak to everyone in this room, commissioners, all of you as well. Whether I win this or not, some of you in this room, you might not vote for me because you think I'm too radical. I want to explain something. One of the reasons I'm running. We are in the middle of a prolonged crisis. We are witnessing a rise of fascism. We are witnessing the collapse of the capitalist system, and most importantly, we are witnessing the climate crisis. Everyone at this table today, if you win, you need to understand this. We have a grave responsibility to shepherd the city through some of the most profound and radical transformations in human history. And we need to get our city ready for that. And whether I'm commissioner or not, that's why I'm running, because this is my home, and we need to get our people ready. Thank you.
Okay, there's 70,000 people in this city, 50,000 people registered to vote, and less than 7,000 people vote in the local elections. And because of that, it needs to change. I represent people who don't know how to speak for themselves, who can't speak for themselves, and can't even show up to the table. I want to continue to be that voice. It needs to be there, it needs to be represented, and not have somebody speak for them. I am the data you collect. I live in the neighborhood that you're trying to improve, and I need to be at this table to continue to usher the change that needs to happen in this community. I'm about policy change. I know how to create policy. I also know how to drive policy. Again, I'm about action, justice, solutions, and I have a very real approach to getting things done. Lifting up the community, lifting up their voices, listening to them, action, accountability, education and equity, and last but not least, thank you.
Thank you so much for everybody coming out tonight. For me, I want to be a part of creating a future that we can be proud to hand over to the next generation. I care about that next generation. It's what drives me. It's what drives me to be a great father. It's what drove me to enlist and teach for America. It's what drove me to mentor 2 youth in our community. It's what drove me to get involved with the Kalamazoo Literacy Council to make sure that no child has a parent who can't read a side of a prescription bottle or read to them at night before they go to bed. That's what I want to focus on, is making tomorrow better for each and every one of our youth so we can be proud to hand over the keys to the city to the next generation. Again, my name is Chris Pradle. I hope I can trust your vote, and we really appreciate your vote on November 5th. Thank you so much.
I would also like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Why should you vote for me? Experience. I've been in the business world for a long time. I understand how it works. I understand how to get people into the world of business. Nonprofit world, I've done that for a long time as well. I'm sitting on boards, consulting, volunteering at the ground level. I've grown up, I don't want to say politically, but I've grown up through our neighborhood association. I understand what it takes. I understand the frustration and trying to get your voice heard by our city commission. I can promise you that as a city commissioner, I'm going to listen, because that's where it starts. It starts with listening. If you talk to the people in our neighborhood who've supported me and worked with me over the years, they're going to tell you that I'm going to do my homework, I'm going to learn about the issues, I'm going to understand them, and I'm going to use my common sense to make right decisions. I don't think that there's a secret to doing this. You know what it's going to take? Passion, persistence, and patience. That's what it takes. Thank you.
All right, I want to thank everybody for coming up for the first half of the City Commission Forum. I appreciate you. I want to give a big hand to the candidates.